So, what's the most unique Force ability in Star Wars? I'm ranking based on how rare it is in canon, how much it bends the Force rulebook, and how iconic the moment is when it shows up. Also, I already know what's going to happen. Half of you are going to disagree with number 7, a third of you are going to argue about number 4 like you're in a courtroom, and everyone is going to have opinions about number 1. Let's start with the least controversial one and build up. Number 10. Force Stasis. Kicking off the list in D tier, we have Force Stasis, the ability to freeze a person or object in place. In The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren stops a blaster bolt in midair on Jakku and leaves it hanging there while he talks. He also freezes Poe Dameron in place. The bolt only continues when Kylo lets it go, which is a level of control that still feels illegal. In the canon games Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis uses stasis constantly for combat and puzzles. I remember theaters reacting like Kylo just hacked the universe. It's unique, but not the rarest anymore. If you think stasis should be higher, tell me why in the comments. That's D tier. And joining it next is an ability that turns Star Wars into a haunted museum. Number 9. Psychometry and Force Echoes. At number 9, joining stasis in D tier, we have psychometry, often shown as sensing Force Echoes. Cal Kestis experiences Force Echoes by touching objects and places in Fallen Order and Survivor. It gives him impressions of past events, especially where emotions were intense. In The Force Awakens, Rey touches Luke's lightsaber and gets overwhelmed by visions and flashes tied to it. If I had this power, I would never touch anything in a thrift store again. This is one of the strangest non-combat powers in canon. What object in Star Wars would you touch first, and what object are you refusing to touch? Let me know below. So far we have D tier weirdness. Now we move into abilities that are not just odd, but straight up invasive. Number 8. Mind Probe. Number 8 is C tier, and it's Mind Probe. This is not a mind trick, it's a forced break-in. In The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren uses it on Poe Dameron to rip information out of his mind. Later, Kylo tries the same technique on Rey, and Rey resists and pushes back, even reading him in return. This power feels like the Force used as a crowbar, and it's gross to watch. Is Mind Probe automatically a dark side move, or could a Jedi justify it in an emergency? Drop your take in the comments. That's C tier, and we're only getting started, because the next entry is where the comment section usually catches fire. Number 7. Force Healing. At number 7, entering B tier, we have Force Healing. In The Rise of Skywalker, Rey heals a wounded creature on Pasaana, and later heals Ben Solo after stabbing him. At the end of the film, Ben gives his life to bring Rey back and dies afterward. In The Mandalorian, Grogu heals Greef Karga's wound and is clearly exhausted afterward. I get why people argued about this for months. It changes what damage means. It's rare, powerful, and shown as costly, but some fans still think it breaks the rules. Did Grogu's scene make Force Healing feel more natural, or are you still not buying it? Let me know. That's B tier. And joining it is the dark side version, which is basically healing, except you do it like a villain. Number 6. Draining life and power. Number 6, joining Force Healing in B tier, is draining life and power. This is the dark side's I cheat button. In The Rise of Skywalker, Palpatine drains energy from Rey and Ben Solo through their dyad connection, restores himself, and then unleashes huge Force lightning into the sky. This is the part where the Sith stop feeling like edgy swordsmen and start feeling like monsters. Would you rather fight someone with a lightsaber or someone who can recharge by draining you? Honest question. We're halfway through. So far, D tier stasis, D tier psychometry, C tier mind probe, B tier healing, B tier draining. Now we hit the A tier, where the Force stops respecting distance. Number 5. Projection. At number 5, A tier, we have Force Projection. In The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker appears on Crate to confront Kylo Ren and the First Order. Kylo orders the walkers to fire everything. Luke remains untouched and buys time for the Resistance to escape, but Luke isn't physically there. He's on Ahch-To, projecting himself across the galaxy. After maintaining the projection, Luke dies and becomes one with the Force. Whether you loved it or hated it, that reveal is a full "wait, what?" moment. This is one of the most demanding techniques shown in the films. Does Force Projection work for you as a Jedi Master ability, or does it feel too much? Let me know. That's A tier. And if you think that's the peak of bending reality, wait until number 4. Number 4. Dyad Object Transfer. Number 4. Joining projection in A tier is the extreme effect of the Force dyad between Rey and Ben. The Force bond becomes physically interactive across distance. In The Rise of Skywalker, Rey and Ben's connection overlaps environments during their encounters, and physical objects transfer between them. The clearest moment is when Ben ends up with Luke's lightsaber through that connection. The first time you see this, your brain tries to reboot. Is the dyad object transfer genius, or is it franchise breaking? I want to hear your take. Now we enter the top 3. These are the ones that make you question what the Force even is. Quick one, hit that subscribe button or I'm telling everyone you think the holiday special was good. Now, the S tier. Number 3, The World Between Worlds. Number 3 is S tier, The World Between Worlds. This is a Force realm connected to moments across time. In Star Wars Rebels, Ezra Bridger enters the World Between Worlds and pulls Ahsoka Tano out of the moment she would have died fighting Darth Vader on Malachor. The concept returns in live action in Ahsoka. The second anything time adjacent shows up, Star Wars fans become lawyers. Do you love the World Between Worlds, or does it scare you? Let me know below. S tier easily. And number 2 is even more iconic. Number 2, Force Ghosts. At number 2, joining the World Between Worlds in S tier, we have Force Ghosts. Retaining identity after death is the ultimate light side flex. In the films, Obi-Wan and Yoda appear after death, and Anakin appears at the end of Return of the Jedi. Later films also show Luke and Leia after death. In the Clone Wars, Qui-Gon's guidance toward this path is explored, with Qui-Gon initially manifesting as a voice. In The Last Jedi, Yoda's spirit calls lightning that burns the tree on Ahch-To. Imagine dying and still logging in to give advice. Which Force Ghost would you ask one question, and what are you asking? Drop it in the comments. Alright, one entry left, and yes, it's witchcraft. Number 1, Night Sister Magic. Number 1, S tier, is Night Sister Magic. This is the most visually distinct Force tradition in major canon stories. In the Clone Wars, the Night Sisters of Dathomir use ritual magic tied to green ichor, producing effects unlike standard Jedi or Sith techniques. During the Night Sisters arc, they raise undead warriors to fight. Mother Talzin performs powerful rituals and manifests in green mist-like form at times. In the canon game Jedi Fallen Order, Merrin uses Night Sister magic with conjured green energy effects and traversal abilities. She returns in Jedi Survivor and fights alongside Cal again. If you can raise undead warriors, you win the uniqueness contest. That's the rule. Would you rather train as a Jedi, a Sith, or a Night Sister? Let me know your answer below. So, that's my ranking of every most unique Force ability in Star Wars, from stasis to full-on Dathomir witchcraft. If you loved this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Tell me what to rank next, maybe every lightsaber duel or every Star Wars villain. May the Force be with you.